Hi Mel, how are you?
Hey, I'm okay.
What brings you in today?
Well, courts said I need to come see you. Um, basically, my kid uh, found some of my stuff and told my ex, and my ex told the court that my kid found like these videos that I made about not about being depressed, not being happy, about just wanting to end it, and next thing you know, they got me labeled as somebody who needs a therapy or evaluation.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about this. You've been depressed?
Yeah, sometimes, not
Okay,
all the
tell,
time.
tell me how you've been feeling.
Um,
When you say that you're depressed, when you call it depression, tell me what that feels like.
state of failure. Just I failed as a parent, and I failed as a person, and I just failed.
Okay. And you feel like you don't want to be here anymore? You feel like you want to end your life?
Not all the time. Um, just sometimes I just feel like everybody would be better off without me. Like I'm in the way of their life. I just get in the way.
Okay. When you think about hurting yourself or killing yourself, do you have a plan to do it?
I mean, well, I've thought about stuff like being in the garage
Mm-hmm.
with the exhaust running, and
Is
that's
that the extent of it, where you would just be in the garage while your car is running, and you are where? Are you in the car? Are you in the garage?
I'm in the garage.
You're in there. So sitting in
Well,
the garage while the
sitting in
car
my
is
trunk
running.
actually.
Um, sitting in your trunk, like
Like just pop the trunk and just sitting there, and then let the car run with the garage door closed,
okay,
and the exhaust pipe is like right there underneath my leg.
okay. Um, when you have these thoughts about hurting yourself and thoughts about sitting in the trunk of your car, what do you think that you'll be thinking about while you're doing that?
Oh, I know. I'm thinking about, well, everybody should be happier, and I,
Who's everybody?
like my kids.
You think your kids will be better off without you?
I do sometimes. I do.
Do
I
you think that they think that way?
I don't. I don't know.
Do you think that they would miss you?
Yeah, I think they'll miss me at first.
Do you think that they will miss having you as a part of their life in their future? How many children do you have?
3.
How many girls? How many boys?
Boy, boy, then girl.
Okay. Do you think that your daughter thinks, dreams about you walking her down the aisle on her wedding day? Do you think about your sons having you as part of their life when they become fathers?
I never. I guess I never thought about my sons about that, and I have thought about my daughter walking her down the aisle.
Do you think that you've, as a parent, have provided them with the tools that they need to live without you?
No, that's part of the problem.
What do you mean by part of the problem?
I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I went through a lot of trouble. I lied a lot about my ex so that my kids would pick me to be with, and I made her the bad guy. And afterwards, the kids picked me, and I just wanted to win at all costs, and I won the battle. But now I'm losing the war.
Okay. Well, you're telling me now what I hear you're saying is that you've made some poor choices as far as parenting, and that's why you feel like you failed your children. You know your job as a parent is not done, right? Or do you know that?
That my job as a parent is not done.
Yes, your job as a parent is
Well,
never
no.
done.
Yeah,
You know
it's
that.
still yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So, um, you know the goal, the job of parents is it's long time. It's lifetime. It's not just until your kids are 18. Because even as they're adults, they still need their parents. They still have questions about adulthood, about parenthood, about how to navigate this life, and who better to help them navigate this life than someone who's already navigated this life. Mm. So if you had one thing, the most important thing that is worth living, what would you say that is?
The most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to my kids.
Your kids, yeah. So your kids are your reason for continuing to live. So what are their names?
What are they? Jeffrey and Renee.
Jeffrey and Renee
And Lamont.
and Lamont. Okay. So Jeffrey, Renee, and Lamont are your reasons for living, right?
Yes.
So when you think about Jeffrey, Renee, and Lamont, what are some things that you think about with them that can distract you from wanting to sit in the trunk of your car? What types of things do you look forward to doing with them, or plans you have for your
going to
life
their
with them?
games, going to school functions, but mainly going to their games and cheer competitions and the basketball games, stuff like that.
Okay. And what are some thoughts that you can replace your self-harming thoughts with? Some pleasant thoughts that you can replace those self-harming thoughts with?
I have thoughts of I have thoughts of my dad.
This is a pleasant thought?
Pleasant thoughts. My dad died when I was 4, and so I remember him playing with me, like just playing.
Okay.
I remember him teaching me how to shoot marbles, and something that people really don't play with anymore. But so I remember that.
Okay. Now, it's something I didn't ask you before, but do you have a garage?
Yes.
Okay. And you do park the car in the garage?
Every night.
Every night. Okay. Do you have a driveway?
A little bit. No, not really. No. It's like a little entry, but it's not really a full driveway.
So you cannot park your vehicle in the driveway?
No.
Okay.
Well, if I park it sideways, some people do that, but it's possible to park it sideways, but it's a little weird.
But you can do that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that maybe when you're feeling overwhelmed and you're not in a good place, that you could park your car outside of the garage?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why I'm asking you that?
I think so.
Because it will create a little bit safer environment for you. It will take away that accessibility for you to carry out your plan.
Yes.
Yes, you agree with that?
Yes.
Do you have anyone that you can reach out to that can assist you if you need help, if you need someone to talk to immediately?
My cousin,
Your cousin? What's your cousin's name?
Cindy.
Cindy. Okay. Anyone else?
Besides Cindy,
Mm-hmm.
my other cousin is Angela.
Angela. Any other cousins or friends?
No, friends.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 nobody really.
Any coworkers? Maybe a supervisor, a pastor, a mentor?
Maybe my co-worker Frank.
Frank. Okay. Are you seeing a doctor? I'm a therapist, but are you seeing a psychiatrist?
Oh no, just you.
Okay. Let How do you feel about seeing a psychiatrist?
Are they gonna come to my job?
I don't think they're going to come to your job. I think that you would go and see them the same way that you came to see me.
Then yes, okay, I do have somewhere where I can go.
Okay. So we're going to get you in to see a psychiatrist because it may be necessary for you to maybe be on medication to help balance your depressed feelings. Okay, so we want to bring your mood up a little bit. And what about social settings? Do you have, I know you mentioned being at the kids' school activities and their games and things like that, but do you have any social settings apart from the kids or any individuals that you hang out with socially that can provide you some support and distraction?
I'll be honest with you, with COVID, I haven't really been able to do that, or haven't really wanted to do that. I mean, well, I wanted to do it, but I just can't.
Okay, what about before COVID?
Before COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I never thought about it, but no, I don't. Everything is around the kids in school and sports, and no, I don't really.
Well, what type of interest do you have? What do you like to do?
I just like to be with my kids. I like going to the movies.
You like going to the movies? Okay. Do you have can you go to the movies with Cindy, Angela, or Frank?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that would be something to do. Anything else that you like? Maybe not necessarily a place, maybe an activity that you enjoy.
An activity. I can't think of anything right now. I mean, I do like going to the beach. I like the sound of the birds, the seagulls.
Okay.
I like how they sound.
So going to the beach, going to the movies, those are some good things, some good activities. The goal is to keep you busy, to replace your negative thoughts with positive thoughts, to remind you of the reasons that you have to continue living, to encourage you to keep living for those reasons, to make it worth your while to keep living for those reasons.
Okay.
Now,
makes sense.
do you think that how frequently are you having these suicidal thoughts?
Well, it wasn't a lot. I would say over the past 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, it's probably doubled in increase. So, um, yeah, it probably doubled. It used to be like maybe like once every other day at work, or like once every, every other day. But now it's more often. It's like once every other. Well, it's just more often, like almost all the time.
Now, do all of your suicide plans include the vehicle in the garage, or do you have other thoughts of how you can hurt yourself?
They all pretty much are the same. It always begins and ends with me just sitting in the truck in the garage.
Okay. Are you still working?
Not right now.
What do you mean by not right now? Are you out of work or are you off work?
Well, I work in social sciences, or in the social field, and they find out about what happened, and I was put on administrative leave.
Okay. So you're off work temporarily?
Yes.
Okay. And does your ex have the children right now?
Yes.
Okay. And because it's nearing the weekend, I'm assuming that she's going to have them over the weekend?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. I am going to put you on a 72-hour psychiatric hold.
That means I'm crazy?
No, that means that you're going to be away from your home, and you're going to be with doctors and professionals whom you can talk to, who can evaluate you, and to see if you need more care than I can offer you right now in this session.
Okay.
Okay?